What's up, guys?
Howdy, brothers.
Welcome back to another episode of Whiskey and Water.
We are back at it again. Season motherfucking finale.
I wish we had like confetti. Dude, we used to be so fun.
Oh my god.
Y'all, if you have been around, you remember the days where for our birthdays, we would decorate the whole fucking place, do confetti, poppers.
I think we still do that for the birthdays.
Yeah, well, you know, whatever. I'm just saying. I feel like we were more fun back then. I miss that us.
When we were like doing like music videos and like twerking in front of the camera. Yeah, that was fun.
Oh my god. If you are new here, definitely go lurk our Instagram page and look for like the extra stuff we used to do when we weren't jaded.
We weren't jaded. We weren't washed.
We were lit. We did twerking videos and it was great. Anyways, guys, welcome to the motherfucking season 7 finale.
You love to see it.
I say this every season, but I really feel like this is my favorite one yet.
No, I think that this is definitely our strongest season.
We are biased.
Are we?
Dude,
I can admit when things aren't popping. And this season was popping.
Gotta give it to our guests. They really carried the show on their back this season. Okay, I just want to briefly
preface this.
We are getting ahead of ourselves. First, let's say thank you to our show sponsor, Celsius. You love to see it. Today we are sharing a sparkling strawberry guava.
We're sharing a strawberry guava because it's late in the day.
It is late in the day.
And we're cracked.
We're really out here. We're batching content for you guys. We're making killer stuff on Patreon, and Celsius is getting us through it all.
Fueling us.
No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, and no artificial colors or flavors.
Hell yeah, brother. Link in our description.
Link in our description. You already know the motherfucking deal with Celsius.
You know the deal.
We survive off of it. We don't gotta tell you guys again. But anyways, what I was saying was that this season has just been so good. Our guests have been so good. Not to mention, shout out to our previous guest, Tori. Her podcast is literally popping the motherfuck off. And I'm so happy we had her on our show before she because she was already popping when we had her on. But now she's popping. Like her podcast is charting like crazy.
Like it's like number one.
It's called Financial Feminist. Definitely go check it out. I have not listened yet, but I am excited to listen and see what the hype is about.
She's killing it.
I know it's going to be so good. So shout out Tori and go listen to our episode with her because
it's an amazing one.
It's so good.
It's one of our favorites for sure.
Yeah. So
do a little catch up, brother.
Yeah, catch up. I can't believe this is our, oh my god, season finale.
Today we are revisiting our favorite little game, which is We're Not Really Strangers. We wanted to do something personal for the season finale. So we picked we picked 3 from each little level that they have, and yeah, we just figured that would be a fun little season closer.
We've played this game once before. It was a few seasons ago before we rebranded, but just a good way to get to know us more on a personal level. So it's not really this episode isn't going to be heavy business focused.
If we can tie in aspects of that, we will, but
definitely
not focused on it.
But yeah, so there's 3. I don't know if you guys know about this game, but it's called We're Not Really Strangers, and then there's 3 levels of questions, and the questions are meant to really get deep.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be getting deep and juicy with you guys.
Hell yeah, brothers.
Okay, so before we get into that, let's do a little catch up. Squirt. What's new in our lives?
Well, I mean, I might have recently found out that I am extremely fertile.
Love that for you. And no, she's not trying to get pregnant.
No. And I just had some blood work done, and that was one of the tests that they ran, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's see what's good, because I mean, I've been pretty lucky thus far.
I know.
I mean, really surprisingly, I wasn't gonna be entirely surprised
if you were not fertile.
If I was infertile.
Thank God that I'm not. That's the boat I'm on right now.
I know. It's scary.
I'm am I lucky or am I infertile?
Exactly.
I don't know.
But I found out. I've just been playing with the devil.
The devil works hard, but your birth control works harder. Just kidding. You're not on birth control.
My uterus.
Your uterus is defending.
The pullout game works harder.
Defending its home. It's so interesting that you got that done too. So you just you were already getting blood work done. And you just added it as an extra little curious.
Yeah.
That's what I need to do.
It was an option to check. So it's why not?
It's so weird. Yeah.
Just making sure I don't.
Yeah. It's good to know for sure. And it's funny because I've been telling Tyler, I kind of just want to know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want to know. It's almost peace of mind.
And you've also been on birth control for so long.
Which they don't, I mean, there's no long term it'll make you infertile, but it is definitely a fear of everyone.
Yeah. That's everyone's concern.
Yeah, I know. That is my concern as well.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. What else is new today? Oh, this week we shot some mood clients.
Yeah.
And it was great.
It was good. It was stressful, but it was good.
Yeah, it was stressful, but it ended up being great. So we were supposed to shoot 2 clients in one day. And then it was the night before. Jess had bought all the props for this one shoot. We finished the call sheet. Like we were ready to
Model
show
booked,
up,
location booked.
ready to show up and fucking kill it. And it's the night before, and Jess is like, dude, we didn't get the product in.
Yep. Yeah.
And like,
I'm like sitting on my couch watching TV.
Full on mental breakdown.
Heart attack.
Full on mental breakdown.
I was like, I start calling her. She doesn't answer. I'm calling Tyler. I'm checking her location. She's at dinner. I'm like, bro, we do not have fucking product.
Yeah, that's crazy. But you know what? It's like things like that. That's such a good lesson learned, because now we're like, okay, clearly we don't have
there was an oversight.
Efficient system in place.
Yeah.
You know, so all these mistakes are really just opportunities to learn a lesson.
100%. And so the next,
as frustrating as it is in the moment.
Oh, mental breakdown, frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, she was in tears.
Yes, I was, because I knew what that meant.
Yeah.
And that meant me going to the fucking USPS at the ass crack of dawn to try and intercept the package to see if it was even there or if they would even give it to me, which I did, and they would not give it to me, although it was there.
Because they are mean. So I don't know.
And they were really mean to me.
USPS workers, I feel like that's like pretty common.
Yeah.
Like they're pretty mean.
Yep.
And I feel like that's why people have the fear
Like,
of the post office.
That's why people hate the post office.
Because they're
I
mean.
hate going to the post office.
I mean, UPS or like FedEx are better options at this point.
100%.
But, you
For
know,
my mental
the
health.
client wants what they want, and we prevailed, as we do, guys.
Yeah. So we actually ended up just having to push that half of the shoot
to the next day.
We still were able to shoot one of our clients, and it turned out great.
Turned out great, but that was definitely a shit show. It worked out, but in the moment, it's like definitely so frustrating.
And it's so frustrating because there were so many moving parts,
Yeah.
right? So we had to make sure that the location was available the next day, which he tends to book out really far in advance. We had to make sure that the model was available the next day because, you know, it was a weekend as well.
But all the content came out so great. We're really happy with it. And I feel like every client, we're just like getting better. And the best part is that our clients were so happy with it too.
Yeah,
which is so nice.
They were so happy. So
And
that's always a great feeling.
That's all we can ever ask for. So
Yeah.
things are looking good on the mood side. And we also had some additional help. We had got an intern on board, and she was just a third pair of hands.
She's actually a brother.
Third pair of eyes. Shout out Anna.
She's a brother.
She was super helpful, and it was just so nice to just have an extra person helping us.
It was great.
Because it's really just the two of us running around the whole time trying to steam things and break things down and set up sets and break down sets. And
you know,
it's a lot.
When one of us is a photographer, and like that's like, you know, you have to focus on like the creative, like the actual eye, like what the photo's looking like I can't always check on like the models. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I can miss a huge thing on the model because
like her hair could be sticking up and
Exactly.
she's just looking at other parts of the frame.
Exactly. So I mean, just having an extra set of eyes, extra set of hands is so helpful.
Yeah, and I think that's like one of the most beautiful things about scaling is like when you get to the point where there's just so much on your plate, that relief of like giving that to someone else is just
It's next level.
It's priceless, honestly.
You're not
so
wrong.
we're excited. We're scaling.
Yeah.
We're growing our team, and that is so exciting for us.
High five.
Look at us go. Okay, moving on. What else happened? You had some like bullets in your hallway. You want to talk about that or not so much?
So we actually held a town hall meeting last night.
How did that go?
It went well. I was definitely spearheading.
Oh, really?
I mean,
you go, girl.
are we surprised? I wasn't like totally spearheading, but you know, I was getting, let's get down to business.
You were asking the hard questions.
100%.
Putting them on the spot.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't anyone. It was just like the residents. There wasn't anyone from like.
Like there was like two of us.
No, there was just no one from leasing. Like we weren't bitching at anyone.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay, like it was like us meeting and being like, hey, what are we gonna do?
Right.
Essentially, what had happened was.
Well,
I'm sure if you guys live in Miami, you guys know that like over Memorial Day weekend,
there was a shit show.
Like so many shootings. Like a lot of people died, and unfortunately, the proximity to which that was happening to my building was getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
Until it was like on the sidewalk in front of us. There was like a
Crazy.
robbery. Actually, found out that I'm pretty sure it was over a French bulldog. I think someone tried to steal this guy's French bulldog, and the guy shot him back. Crazy. So if you're out in Miami, be careful if you're walking your expensive ass little dogs.
Oh my god.
Frenchies are targeted.
Yeah, they are.
It's crazy.
What
It's crazy.
the fuck?
But essentially, we have like a group chat for my building, and in the group chat, we received an email from leasing, and it was like, hey guys, there was an isolated incident. There were bullets found in the hallway. No one was harmed. It was just stray bullets, like they weren't used, right?
Yeah.
And then we get T in the group chat. That's being crazy. Like someone sends a screenshot from like our resident portal bulletin, and they're like, the building is lying to you. There was a bullet hole in the wall, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, going through this conspiracy, finding out the building lied to us, and essentially...
So they did lie.
They lied.
That's fucked up.
And the girl whose unit it happened to wrote in the chat, because people started saying whoever's unit that is needs to get kicked out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
She wrote and was like, you better fucking watch yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because essentially, I guess... we don't know what happened because you just don't know.
It's crazy that that's even happening here, though. Like, this is a nice part of town.
Someone from a hallway shot into someone's unit. Apparently, it was like a couple bullets. But anyways, it shot through their unit and into their coat closet, and the bullet was found in like the pocket of one of the coats.
What the fuck?
So just really sketchy. And the girl, like, it's her and her husband, like, they're really, really sweet people.
Yeah.
Luckily, they weren't harmed, anything like that. But yeah, it's just crazy.
That's really scary, though.
It's so sus.
And it was weird because this is like I don't know, not that you can, totally determine.
It's my ice maker.
Not that you can totally determine, like, the safety of somewhere, but this is a
you
nice part of town.
Yeah,
this is a nice building.
So we had this, like, town hall meeting, and essentially we're going to be demanding, like, key fobs in the elevators.
Yes.
Demanding cameras in the elevators.
Yes.
Which, it always really scares me as a female and as a woman, like, when it's just me and a guy in my elevator.
And there's no camera.
I don't know if I've just watched, like, too much, like, Law & Order SVU.
No.
But, dude, I get, like... If he looks any sort of sus, I get nervous. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, what do I have on plan? I think about it all the time.
No, I know.
And I don't know if I'm like neurotic, but dude, it's always on my mind.
You're not. It's something that women have to think about, unfortunately.
But like, so I'm constantly like, okay, how am I gonna get Nugget out of the situation, and how am I going to kill this man?
Yeah, that is insane. I mean, I'm definitely used to like hearing gunshots where I am, but it's crazy for you to even have to like deal with that.
If you're a guy and you've ever been in an elevator with me, just know that I've thought about 20 ways to kill you.
Yeah, I mean, we're prepared.
I'm fully convinced I could kill someone.
Expect nothing less.
It's crazy.
I love how I'm just casually like, I'm used to gunshots. At this point, it's like, I'm like, was that a firework or a gunshot? Because it is, July's coming up.
I mean, shit, it's happening in my neighborhood too, boo.
I just don't even know.
It's not too far off from where I'm at.
Shit, I guess you can't go anywhere these days.
You can't go anywhere.
God damn. Okay, moving on. Oh, one more thing for catch up. If you guys listened to our episode with Natalie how do you say her last name? Barbu. We got lunch with her. We met up.
Yes,
it was super cute.
We had a little brunch at Nikki Beach.
Yeah, but it's always fun to like, we always say with our guests, like, that we want to like meet up in person and hang out, especially if they're like in Miami or they're visiting. So it's fun because we actually did it.
Yeah, it was great. We had such a good time. I ended up getting my period at brunch, but it is what it is.
It happens.
And
shout out Nikki Beach for hosting us because they were so accommodating and so sweet.
I love the manager
there.
They're
so great. They're really great. I mean, they saw that we were like hot fanning ourselves and they went out of their way, put us next to a table with fans. It was just so nice.
Yeah, really nice stuff.
Okay, I think that's it for catch up.
Yeah.
Let's move on to a few ads and then we will hop right into our game, guys. See you on the other side. Art of Tea is an organic tea company based in Los Angeles, California, on a mission to impact as many lives as possible through tea by creating a healthy, delicious, and sustainable experience with each brew and blend.
They believe in using only the highest quality ingredients and source all of their teas and botanicals directly from the source. Art of Tea sources from the top 2% of all teas produced in the world. They hand blend and package all of their whole leaf teas in-house in Los Angeles. Every time you order from Art of Tea, your order will be made fresh just for you.
And you can also take their tea quiz for personalized recommendations about what you would enjoy based on your preferences and lifestyle, which personally I love. They have over 100 tea blends to choose from. You guys can use our discount code whiskey and water 20. It's valid for 20% off your entire purchase at artoftea.com, and it is valid through August 31st, 2021. Guys, go get yourselves some tea.
Check them out. As we've talked about on the show before, we should seek out what's right for us and not compromise on what's most important. Our relationships should add value to our lives, especially in the bedroom. So why don't we think the same way about our sex toys?
Dame Products is a woman-owned sex toy company making the next generation of vulva-tested, vulva-approved vibrators. Founded by a sex educator and an engineering whiz, Dame develops toys with the help of real humans and couples like you. They're closing the pleasure gap and helping the world one vulva at a time.
Their vibrators and accessories are made with medical-grade silicone, smart design principles, and lots of love, earning glowing press from the New York Times, W Magazine, and many more.
So whether you're a couple looking for an extra boost where it matters or a journey on self-exploration, we're sure they'll earn a spot on your nightstand.
And the best part, Dame offers hassle-free returns within 60 days, so your satisfaction is literally guaranteed. You can go to dameproducts.com/WW today for 10% off.
Again, that is dameproducts.com/WW today for 10% off.
Go get you guys some fucking toys.
Yes.
We can attest to this. They are fire. That's all I'm saying.
They are great. We will leave it at that. Trust us. We got you, brothers. We wouldn't do you wrong.
We would never lead you astray.
Go shop. W&W is the code.
All right, guys, we have told you about nutrition realm, we have told you about fitness realm, and we have told you about women's realm. So naturally, we had to do it to you, and we're going to be talking to you about pet realm.
Because we love our pets, naturally. As pet lovers, we know how difficult it can be to sit through all the information available about pet wellness, training, and products. Pet Realm's mission is to help you give your pets the absolute best by providing you with clear, factual information about all things pets.
From CBD to the best toys and tips and tricks, Pet Realm will provide you with a one-stop shop to keep you and your pets healthy and happy. Check out petrealm.co and follow them at GoPetRealm on Instagram.
Yes, and we will have the link in our description for you as well.
All right, go check it out, guys. We need to start with level 1.
Yeah, so level 1 is perception.
I'll do 2, you do 1, because there's 3 each, and then we'll flip off. So I'll give you 2 level 2s, and I'll give me level 2.
Okay, I can't do math and my brain is dead, but let's do it.
Okay, these are yours and these are mine.
Okay, so we have 3 questions each, but we're both going to answer them, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, first card.
Yes.
Coming in hot.
Okay.
Oh, this is a great question.
Great, I love it.
We love this. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Do you think I intimidate others?
Yeah.
Why or why not?
Yes. Because you're intimidating. I don't know. Like, if you are a listener of this show, you know that Jess is whiskey. Her energy is whiskey. Her attitude is whiskey. And she's just very not intimidating. Like, for new people, you're definitely like open. But I think
I'm nice to people. I can be.
You can be, but I also think your confidence, even when you're not trying to be intimidating, the amount of confidence you carry naturally, like in a room, I think if someone's self-conscious or not confident, they could find it intimidating.
Ew, I love this.
She's like, gas me up more. Yeah.
The confidence that I carry.
Yeah.
Think I'm confident?
Yeah.
This is great.
We're playing this game every episode.
Right. Okay, now.
So then you have to ask me. Or no, I would ask you, I guess. Okay. Do you think I intimidate others? Why or why not?
I think you intimidate others because...
Great. So we're both intimidating. Sick.
Yeah, but like you said, you are very open. Like if you're like on set or something with someone, like you're going to be very like open. But I mean, I think that you're intimidating because before I knew you,
right,
I thought you were intimidating. Yeah. Like I was like, this girl looks like she could be a bitch. I feel like you definitely have a case of resting bitch face.
Okay.
If you're not like... If you don't care.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
Like and especially like I think for men, you're definitely intimidating, but that's only because you don't open yourself up to.
Yeah.
Like if we're out, like men don't approach us really.
Yeah.
And if they do, they're shut down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're intimidating.
Okay. I mean, it's not always a bad thing. I don't know.
I don't think it is.
Doesn't mean
like,
we're mean.
Don't talk to me.
Like, don't waste my time.
Don't talk to me. You know the TikTok
Okay,
part?
next. Wild card. Make an assumption about me. Both players. Make an assumption about me?
I guess it's for people who don't know each other.
Yeah.
Okay, let's refill it. Here.
Okay, we're not going to do that one.
Okay.
Wait, this is level 2. Give me level 1.
Level 1. Okay, level 1 is for people who don't know each other.
Yeah, clearly. Okay.
Based on perception.
Do you think I've ever been fired from a job? If so, what for? Okay, so we can do like jobs that we know previously to meeting. Like, I don't know.
Have you ever been fired?
Do you think I've ever been fired? And if you do think I have been fired, what for?
Okay, interesting. I mean, no, I don't think that you would. I mean, I think that if you were ever like fired, it would be more of like a mutual thing.
Mm-hmm.
I.e., you know, when I got fired from Network Capital, it was kind of mutual. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I won't just get fired. Actually, no, I mean, I've been fired a couple times. But, you know.
Do I think you've ever been fired from a job? Yes. And why? I could see it either being you popping off on your boss.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Next question.
Okay, my turn.
Yeah. Level 2, right?
I still have one more level.
One more level 1. Okay, let's do it.
How likely am I to go camping? How high maintenance is my setup?
You are, I feel like you say you would be down and then you would get that out there and freak the fuck out over the bugs. Like, you don't do well with bugs.
I don't do well with bugs.
Yeah.
But like, also, if I put myself in a situation where I knew that there was
you were like mentally
bugs,
prepared for it. Yeah, I still don't feel like that would make you.
I wouldn't love the bugs, but I do fuck with camping.
Yeah.
And my I've camped at Okeechobee Fest.
Okay, yeah.
And that's like doable because that's not super buggy.
Right.
But and as far as like high maintenance, like if I can go out of my way to like make
do
it
something
a nicer setup,
yeah,
I will.
I also feel like
I've also shit in a bucket, so
yeah,
I mean, not super high maintenance.
Yeah, I feel like you could also. It's more of a mental preparation thing. Like I feel like if you knew what you were getting into, you could definitely do like bare minimum and just like tough it out.
Yeah.
But if you like weren't expecting that, you were expecting like something nicer, you'd be like, I'm fucking leaving.
Oh yeah. Good observation. Yeah. Because I would be fucking out of that bitch if I like thought it was going to be really like.
If it was Fire Festival, you would be like, we're out of here.
I would be losing my mind.
Yeah. God, you would lose your mind. And then for me, I guess.
I mean, you just went to Georgia and kind of did like a little sort of outdoorsy vacation.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty similar in that aspect. Mm-hmm. I feel like we're like the same in that aspect.
Tyler's dad has a hunting camp, and although it's not like literal camping, it's pretty.
And you're a little bit more patient than me, and definitely a little bit more low maintenance. I think you can enjoy the
wilderness,
a little bit
the
more.
nature. All right. Level 2. How would you describe the feeling of being in love in one word? That's hard.
For me, trauma. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I would say like bliss. Like, you know, when you're like really in that like honeymoon stage. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I've been in that stage with a few different people a few different times.
Not unfortunately. Everything happens for a reason.
It does. But yeah, I would say it's bliss. Like freedom.
That's funny.
Like you can breathe.
The same answer for me is that's the word that came to mind was bliss.
Bliss.
Just happiness.
Yeah.
Love. Safety.
Yeah.
Well, I know it was one word, but like we're saying everything encompassing like why it's blissful.
Yeah. That's true.
Bliss. Cool. Okay. Next question.
When was the last time you surprised yourself?
Surprised myself.
That's interesting. What is it? Because that's, I mean, it can be used in a few different contexts.
Kind of a hard question. I would honestly say it's like not like a specific time, but maybe just like more so in general. I've been surprised by how much I've booked commercial work.
Okay.
Because that's something that like I don't know. I just wouldn't off the bat be like, yeah, I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah.
And it's almost like I almost don't even believe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like it's really not common for those who don't know to work like as much. And like I don't mean this in a egotistic vanity way at all. I'm literally surprised myself because I'm like I almost don't believe it. Like I kind of don't let myself get too excited because I'm like I don't know. A part of me is in denial. I mean, I'm like this is crazy.
Not that it's surprising to me that you book it, but it's surprising the frequency
and just
you do be working.
And for so many years I just did not work like that. I mean I would get one commercial every 6 months maybe. And then like it just like it didn't stop and it was back to back. So that definitely I'm like okay, I don't know, something's working. Like
short hair, brother.
It's definitely the short hair, but yeah. So I've definitely surprised myself in that aspect.
Yeah.
How about you? When was the last time you surprised yourself?
I would say the last time I surprised myself, I would probably say that it's been like this month of June because my goal was to work out every day.
Love it.
And although I did take 2 days off, it was when I got my period. And for those of you who do not know, my period days like
are brutal.
The first like 2 days are pretty much like I'm living in hell. So
you gotta go to the gyno.
I really do. But yeah, so my goal was to work out every day, and like I feel like I've been just pushing my body in a really good way. Like I'm proud of like the discipline that I've had with it. You know what I mean? And it's surprising to myself like that I didn't know I was capable. And like I'm seeing like actual gains, which has just been the craziest thing, because like I've always like looked at other people's transformations and never like realized that I would be looking at my own transformation.
Yeah, so cool.
And it's really cool to see gains, because I've always like worked out, but never like
as
consistently.
Yep.
So it's been really cool.
Yeah, and I think you're also surprising yourself maybe in ways, and I think maybe this just comes with growth too and just maturing, but in the ways that you've set boundaries for your workouts too.
Yes.
Has been really cool.
So good.
Because you're like, no, I'm not available, or like I have to leave. Yeah. And it's cool because I'm like, okay, go you.
I know. And I appreciate you respecting those boundaries, because that's really important as well.
Yeah.
Other, like, you know, if someone was salty about it, like I would have to like forego a workout or something. You know?
Right. But it's like you are a better, I know you're a better person when you work out.
And I have noticed that with myself.
Yeah.
And like, and just, like, I just feel, you know, I feel better.
Not that I wouldn't support you if you weren't a better person when you work out, but like I know it's for the better good of like everything. Yeah. You know? Like I know you're happier.
I'm better. Yeah. And like just when I leave the gym, I just, you know, I have a sense of accomplishment. I feel, you know, it releases endorphins. I'm literally just a better version of myself.
And it's confidence. It's almost like what we talked about in a future episode.
Yeah, I know. I did the same thing.
Okay, yeah. Wonderful. Moving on. Yeah, no, I love that for you.
Thanks,
it's
brother.
So great. Okay, my turn, right? Mm-hmm. Level 2, wild card. Both players write the 3 most important things in life to you. 30 seconds, compare. Go.
Interesting. Okay,
30 seconds.
Shit.
Go.
Right.
Go.
I gotta think about this.
Okay.
Wait, what's the question? Think about the 3 most important things?
Both players write the 3 most important things in life to you.
Okay.
I can't spell all of a sudden. I know, I can never spell. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go.
My first one is, are we going to do all 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Friendships, health, and love.
Okay.
Like love in any sort of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Love that. Mine is mental health, relationships, all aspects, and freedom.
Love that.
Yeah.
Care to expand?
Yeah. Mental health is something that something happened like a few months ago actually that just made me realize you don't realize how much you take your mental health for granted until you're in a bad place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can really.
Yeah.
For sure.
And like I'm really grateful that I'm not in that place often.
Yeah.
But just being there made me realize how much more grateful I should be that like my mental health every day is genuinely good.
Dude, I feel that.
Or like not genuinely, generally good.
Yeah.
Like that I wake up and like I'm in a good mood.
You're not depressed.
Exactly.
You're not like
and
you're not
I realize
having an anxiety attack the minute you wake up.
Right. And I realize I'm really good about not taking my physical health for granted, like being able-bodied, having my systems working. But mental health is something I think I've taken for granted for a long time. Yeah. So I want to stop taking that for granted.
Love that.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I have friendships because I just feel like over the years, I'm like coming to realize how much value they bring to my life, like how important, like especially like, you know, I could say like a relationship, but like no relationship that I've ever had has been as fruitful as our friendship and any friendship, you know?
Yeah.
So like, and like that's like I'm trying to like place more value in that rather than like looking for like a significant other,
right?
Because like I get just as much love out of my friendships, like you know, my relationship with Ashley, my relationship with like Amanda, you know, Macy, Jalissa, like those bring me so much joy. Yeah, and they're different because it's like with friendships there's no necessarily like there's not like an official start and there's not an official end, and I think that's why they're so great, you know? Like you don't have to start and you don't have to end it ever, and like it changes the whole dynamic of the relationship because it's like we're not on this tightrope of like, you know,
are we going to keep being friends or not being friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, are we going to start a family together or no? It's
Are you going to put your babies in me or what?
Yeah, it's great because, and you also know that like those are the people that are going to be there for you
forever. Yeah,
like,
there is no end.
Like, you know, they'll be there for me whether or not I, you know, have a romantic relationship with someone else.
Right.
And, you know, all these things. And so, yeah, just friendships are really important.
I have relationships, obviously, the relationships in my life with my family, my friends, my relationship romantically, all very, very important to me in my sense of, you know, just love and security and happiness in general. And then I have freedom, because that's something I also really try not to take for granted every day, is like, although we do have obligations with ourselves to show up for, I just, it's really important to me to wake up and like have that freedom and not have to be somewhere that I don't want to be. Like, I do genuinely feel free, even though we do have these work obligations, because I know what it's like to not feel free, and I just don't think that's a way to live life.
I know exactly what you mean.
And I have a lot of sympathy and empathy for people who don't feel that sense of freedom.
Yeah. And it's just such a hard spot to be in.
It is. And I feel like that's ultimately like what our greater purpose is too, with just this show. And in general, it's just like so much is showing people there's other options, and life is too short to feel like you're not free and you're not living the best fucking life you can live.
I agree.
Love.
Amen.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but
just, I mean, love in general, just like in the world, like it doesn't necessarily have to be with like another person. Like, there's just so much love out there, and I feel like we really place a lot of emphasis on like, you know, romantic relationships and that sort of love. And not to say that I want to get comfortable with the idea of never meeting someone, but I do want to get comfortable with the idea of like, I don't, you know, I want to
depend on that.
I don't want to depend on that. Like, I want to be able to have lived a life with no like long-term like romantic life partner and still feel just as fulfilled. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's where I go back to like friendships, you know, like those are my loves.
Yeah. And even honestly, like this might be out there for some people, but I do find like love in little moments throughout the day, even with strangers, you know.
Oh my God, dude. I've been, okay. I cry a lot, but I fucking saw this old man stop and smell the fucking flowers the other day,
you told me,
and I lost it.
It's beautiful.
And like that's a moment of love. I mean, me and Nugget, that's love all the time. You know what I mean?
Girl, yeah.
It's just
I love it.
There's just love in so many places.
It's just human love. Like you're human, I'm human, and not everyone is like that. Granted, you know, there's definitely people who don't operate from a place of love in their day-to-day life. But when you do come across those people and you're operating from a place of love, and they are too, and you just have like a nice little moment, that's love. And it's like in its own form.
It is, and you know, I think it inspires me to live with more love. Yeah. You know, because I know the type of person I am. I can oftentimes not operate with love, and that's what I want to lead with. I want to lead with love all the time.
Love that.
Yeah. Moving on to the next question.
Level 3, right? Do we have any more level 2s?
No, I have one level 3.
Okay, so wow. All right, we are getting through this. Wild cards. Scroll through each other's Instagrams, find the picture you feel best represents your partner's essence, and comment why you chose that image.
Your business partner's
My
essence.
phone is charging right now, but I'll do it on the computer.
Okay.
This is cute. I like this.
We're going to have to take a brief pause while we do this.
Yeah, 1 second, guys. We'll be right back. Okay. Me first or you first? We're back,
Same
guys.
time.
Oh, okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Aww.
Cute. Why that?
Because I feel like it captures your sense of like willing to be different and kind of not break boundaries, but just like be outside of the box and be confident in that. And that's something that like you inspire me to do, not just in fashion, but just like being who you are unapologetically. And I feel like that captures that.
Well, I'm crying. That's so cute. What? Oh, that's so sweet. That's such an interesting photo. She picked this photo of me from the studio that we shoot at.
I would show you guys, but it's like on my laptop and it's kind of hard. But she's wearing a dress, and then she's wearing like high ankle socks and like these clunky big black boots,
sneakers,
and then like a zebra cover up and a hat. And like you would think like no one would like see that and like put that together, but she did, and she rocked it.
I love that. I love this game. It's so sweet. I picked this photo. It's on my phone. I'm showing if you guys are watching on YouTube.
I like that you did pick that one.
It's this photo of Liv in Antigua, and she's like looking away, looking into the like into the ocean and into often to the sunset. And I don't know. I just feel like I know how blissful she was like in this moment and in this like time. And I know how happy she was to have captured this, especially because it wasn't necessarily about her. It was about like the atmosphere. And so I love that for you. And you were really happy with how the photo came out. And I feel like that's just a good representation of you as a whole. Like you loved it because it wasn't about me. It wasn't about you. Yeah. You know?
I love that.
I love that. It's just a beautiful photo.
Thanks.
Yeah. It just looks like you're like aesthetic. Like this is just like
captures.
It just captures you. Yeah. You know?
Thanks. Your essence. I love that. I would have probably picked that photo too. So that's really aligned.
Yeah, it's interesting. And I wouldn't have picked this one. So I love that you picked it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, you know, it shows like your perception of me, you know, which is interesting. All right.
You next?
My turn. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my battery's dying. We got to bust through it.
What do you think my weakness is? That's a good one.
That is a good one. Your weakness is definitely
so definitive. Doesn't even finish the sentence.
I feel like sometimes, which is ironic because in other ways you're so good at this, but your weakness sometimes can be sticking up for yourself. Yeah. And specifically, I mean, it's hard because I'm obviously just, you know, talking from experience of what I've witnessed in your life, but specifically in romantic relationships. And it's so interesting.
In romantic relationships?
Yeah.
Sticking up for myself?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, what's an example? Oh,
like,
I mean, you could say. I mean, you don't have to say names, but you can say that.
When it's someone, yeah, like one of your ex relationships, just someone when you really love someone, it's like you will see that it's like they're stabbing you, and you're like, no, they're not. No, they're not. No, it's fine. Everything's fine. And I'm like, they're literally stabbing you, and you're bleeding to death. Stick up for yourself.
Yeah.
So that's. I mean, I know that was like a few. You know, that was a different season of your life, and I think you would operate from a different place now, but I could see how, you know, just when you love someone, you are so very giving to a fault, and I think that's your weakness.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say like in general sticking up for myself, and I was like, I can see that.
No, but
I am like that as well.
Really?
Well, I mean, like even like with you, like sometimes I stick up for myself a little too much, I think, because I reflect on it, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just in little stupid ways.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's what's happening here? Oh, it stopped. Well, that's what I'm saying, and that's why I say it's ironic, because I think in life in general, you stick up for yourself very fast. Yeah. In situations or whatever it is, but like specifically when it's like what?
I gotta tell you how I almost got into a fight at Chick-fil-A the other day.
Okay.
And I just feel like this is just...
Because you stick up for others too, so it's interesting. But at the core, when it's like a deep relationship, I think it's hard for you to stick up for yourself.
No, and it is. And I find that... and you're like, I think you're on point, and I wouldn't have anything to say against that. But I was at
tell me more about how you were about to throw it down in Chick-fil-A.
Oh my God. It was so stupid. I was at Chick-fil-A with a very near and dear friend to me. Yes. And we were in line, we were waiting, and it was our next turn. And the guy in front of us, they called him. They were like, sir, and this is a super fucking busy Chick-fil-A, you know, just super busy. So we've been in line for like 30 minutes already. And they call his name, and he doesn't answer for like 10 seconds, you know, which is an appropriate time to be like, and my friend goes, sir, they're calling you. Yeah. This motherfucker turns around and he goes, I'm not fucking stupid. I heard him. I'm doing something. And then like starts like cussing under his breath. He was
having a bad day.
Cussing under his breath to my friend, like, because my friend is the one that said something, right? So he's looking at him.
And you're like, hell no.
I shove my friend aside.
Oh my God.
And I go, like audibly, I'm not just like saying this. I said, I think the fuck not. And I was like, who the fuck are you to be talking to my friend like this? And I just I just popped out
wailing on him.
I blacked out. I blacked out. I simply blacked out. And we're in Chick-fil-A, you know, like I'm causing a scene.
Audience.
We're causing a scene. And my friend tells me to shut the fuck up immediately and is like, stop, you're good, we're good, stop.
Oh my God.
And bro, I was like,
I would have had the same reaction.
I like stopped, you know, like, and that motherfucker did not meet my eyes after that once, because I guess he was
a pussy.
He was a fucking pussy. And we ended up getting a discount at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, that's nice.
But Yeah, I was like brought to tears afterwards. Like I had to like
because of your reaction or because of him?
Because I was so mad that he spoke to he like came.
It's crazy.
Like
that
why?
there's people.
Why are you operating like that?
It is crazy that there's people who are still like that.
When we literally just said, "Oh, hey, by the way, they're calling you."
Yeah.
Next in line.
He was obviously, you know.
Of course.
I mean,
that
even
was
on
his
my
own issue.
Even on your worst day, you should not speak to
I
anyone
can't imagine.
like that.
I literally can't imagine.
So, you know, there's obviously a deeper issue there, but that's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, it was getting bad. It was getting bad because once I started talking, he was like, he starts putting his hand in my face and he goes, "Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up." Like it was getting bad.
Ooh.
Like I had to like physically walk
away.
No, I didn't walk away. I had
moved.
to physically get picked up and moved.
No, honestly though, and I'm like the calmer of us, and if someone spoke to Tyler like that, it would be game over.
I mean,
it would be game over.
Like what? Like and it really just upset me because I was like, I can't believe people like just
are
act
like this.
Yeah,
like it's upsetting because of the moment, but it's also upsetting in general because you're like, I can't believe there's humans out there who are like this.
Yeah.
So sad.
It's so sad. So anyways, yeah, I almost got into a fight at Chick-fil-A.
It's funny because I was in the Chipotle line with Tyler last week, and this guy in front of us was being so rude to the employees, and I just said something, and Tyler's like, "Shut the fuck up," and I was like,
"No."
I was like, "That's not necessary." And then he like talked shit, left, came back, got a cup, left the cup on the table, and I was like, "Are you gonna take that?" And he just kept walking. And then I go up to the employee, and the guy was like, "He comes once a week and he says the same shit, so he's just crazy." I'm like, "I'm so sorry you have to deal with that."
Like, fuck that. I can't believe.
The worst type of person is the people who are rude to fucking employees.
I mean,
who are just doing their job.
For no fucking
reason. Who are just
reason.
simply doing their job.
Literally.
Like, if the employee's rude, like, you know,
yeah,
I get it. But if they're just doing their job, like,
yeah,
come on.
100%. Wait, you still have to ask me what I think your biggest weakness is.
Oh shit, sorry. I can't let that go. What do you think my biggest weakness is?
I you would have thought that I would have thought about this answer with all the time we had.
I thought you had.
I know,
one,
I
and that's why you reminded me.
But we do have to do the game.
Yes.
So give me a second. Okay, I would say that one of your biggest weaknesses is that you can be a little bit naggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
definitely get that.
And it's not like, you know, it's just one of those things that as you like come to like know someone and love them, it's just one of those things that you like
you get used to.
It's like me with like my like defensiveness. Mm-hmm. Like you just you understand that it's not coming from a place of malice. It's just
how someone operates.
How someone operates.
Yeah,
so,
I can totally see that because that's.
Yeah,
I think I get it from my mom.
You do, 100%. You do.
I love how we get our worst like characteristics from our parents.
It's crazy,
but also our best too. Like in a lot of ways, I gotta give credit where credit's due too. You know, I just feel bad because I'm like, she didn't only give me my bad things. Yeah. I think I'm a good writer because of her, a good communicator, can have hard conversations, yada yada. But
I only got the defensiveness.
But she is a nagger.
And the aggressiveness.
And I do think that rubbed off on me.
Like everything else, I self-fostered. I did that myself.
Just so you know, if Tyler heard that answer, he would talk so much shit.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He would be like, "Thank you." Okay, moving on. I'll work on it. Just we need a safe word for like when we're doing something.
A safe word.
Yeah, like flamingo. Okay. Last question.
I'm gonna be like flamingo.
Last question, and this is a good one. We're really wrapping it up, going out with a bang.
Okay, good.
Why do you think we met?
Oh,
that's a good one.
That's a great one.
Not me already tearing up.
I can see it. I can see it.
Not me already tearing up. Good thing the camera died.
Not me already teared up too.
Guys, we don't talk about our feelings. Like we are business partners only.
We are literally not friends.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I think we sometimes do, talk about our feelings like in very light ways, but it's hard when you're like always
working
and just together, like,
Yeah, we're
gonna talk about our feelings every time. Like what?
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, I would say that. I think we're soulmates. Like what?
We do have past lives together. If you guys didn't listen to our numerology episode,
she's crying.
I'm literally tearing up.
Yeah, no, I genuinely think that we're, soulmates.
Yeah,
like we've definitely had past lives together. I think that you, like, I can't like. I think of personally, I think about it a lot. Like, I'm just fucking morbid. But I think about like if I like didn't have you, or like if I I lost you, or if one of us lost like the other person, like it's almost like a twin.
Yeah.
I feel like we have that just like no one has ever just like understood me so quickly like in life, and like just so many, like, I think it's just so special, things, you just don't come across relationships like this, you know what I mean? Like, I think that we're soulmates.
Yeah. I second everything you said.
Life partners.
I second everything you said. And I really feel like as much as we do butt heads, God, not me literally sobbing. As much as we butt heads, I really feel like we push each other, and it's like in the hardest way.
Yeah.
Like, it's not always easy. Like, it fucking sucks sometimes, and we get really like bothered by each other. But I think it's like for a better good. Like, I think it's to make us better versions of ourselves.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know that for a fact. I would not be the person, like literally the person I am today, without you.
Oh.
Like, you have pushed me in all of the right ways. Like, you were the one that opened the door to my spirituality. And
Really?
yeah, 100%. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I feel like I
Really?
was just operating like unconsciously. Like, of course, there was always like something inside of me.
Yeah. But you like
that
nurtured
needed
it.
to be opened. But I feel like you are the one that like opened that door. Like, I was like, oh, people can just like be like chill. Like, people, like people can just like, people can operate with love. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, I definitely feel like you opened that door for me. I think that's a huge reason why I think that we met, because like I think our souls needed it to progress in a larger sense.
Yeah. And I've mentioned this before on the podcast. I've mentioned it a few times, but definitely like Jess has helped me become more aggressive in a sense, stand up for myself. Like, I know I've said that 100 times, but just while we're on the question, definitely like, I think before I met you and like we really started building our friendship, I had a hard time sticking up for myself. I kind of valued like making other people happy before like doing what's right for me. I think you definitely helped me with that. And guys, it's true, like our whiskey and water is so true to the core, and we've really like, we help each other balance out in that way. And also, just another note, like, I feel like even our relationship and friendship has challenged me personally more than my relationship even with Tyler, because it's almost like, and in different ways, and not to compare, but like with Tyler, it's more so easy. And like, I think the more,
and that's okay.
Yeah, and that's great. I'm grateful that is the relationship that is easier, but it makes you a better person when it is more challenging, because it pushes you to grow more.
100%. And there's just like, there's more there,
and there's
like,
more to overcome.
We've overcome so much more.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's fruitful of being, overcoming each little obstacle or each hurdle.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you. Guys, that was our last question.
Season 8 finale.
Season
7. Season
7 finale. That was great.
That was good.
I feel like we should do, honestly, like one episode of this a season. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
I'm also down, guys. We definitely want your input on segments for season 8, because, we always try to like keep it new, keep it fresh. And I don't know, I feel like maybe if I was listening to a podcast every week, I probably have some ideas of like what could be fun and new and exciting.
Or even guests or anything like that. We're always open to your guys' feedback.
Yeah, but we are looking for segment ideas for season 8. So if you have something on your mind, or you've ever thought of something, definitely DM us on the podcast account, Whiskey and Water Podcast. And guys, that's it. We won't have an episode next week because we're taking a little break. We do a little hiatus week, and then we're gonna be back and better than ever for season motherfucking 8,
and
baby.
We've already filmed the first episode, and we gotta tell you, it's great.
It's great.
So stay tuned, guys, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye. We love you.
Bye.
Have a great week.
Bye, guys.